I want to welcome y'all to a new episode of Turnin Hip Hop. I'm your host, Spade Perry. To the left of me, I got my homeboy Bass Polo DJs, and to the right of me, B Rich.
What's up?
Something that we're gonna be covering today: the NBA free agency. And everybody know the news that's going down. It's LeBron James is going back to Cleveland. Fellas, what do y'all have to say about LeBron leaving Miami and going back to Cleveland?
What I say about it, it's I'm not really mad at it. It's just that the simple fact of it, he went and got his ring, man. So I guess he wanted to go back home and ride out. So like that's what it is, I guess, man.
Yeah, I mean, I respect the move, being that he based it upon, that's where he comes from, that's where he grew up at. At first, my initial feelings, I didn't know how I felt about it. I thought LeBron was just on some funny stuff. But, after he explained why he did it and why he chose to do it, I can understand that. Whether he's going to continue winning, I don't think so. Cleveland, I don't really know who's going to really be there to support him to help him win those championships.
I mean, you have to remember that the East Coast is not the West Coast,
right.
So he's not in a. It's not like it's a hard division.
It's not
to initially get through. Now
they run into that West Coast.
We have to. You also have to see what's going to be their final lineup,
right?
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm waiting.
Because because he's elected to go back now,
right?
You don't really know like what it's going to really look like on paper, and then keep in mind like. Kyrie Evans is one of the top point guards. I give him at least he's in the top 10 of point guards. Like there's not a lot of point guards out there. He was hurt last year, and he was the one without a supporting cast. And they bringing in Andrew Wiggins. Varejao is not no joke. All they need is just really some supporting pieces because you're talking about him going against the Eastern
which is really not hard at all.
And and dealing with injuries and stuff like that. Now. Do you think, would you say that he did Miami wrong by doing that? Because there's a lot of Miami folks that feel like he's doing, I see the burning of the jerseys.
That's just hurt feelings. I don't think he owes Miami anything.
I don't think he owes nothing.
He came there and made Miami bigger, if anything, their basketball team. So
basically they were bandwagoners.
Yeah, pretty much.
They were some hop skippers,
He don't owe Miami nothing at all.
I mean, he brought them 2 championships,
exactly.
so I'm gonna say be happy with that. But I see them burning their jerseys and stuff like that, and they upset.
He's not from Miami. He's not abandoning his hometown and nothing like that. He came there, made them some money. He made some money, brought them some championships, like I said.
Yeah. And what I said at the end of the day, man, just like this, basically. He wanted to be a player that gets a ring, so he had to do. He had to make the decision that he had to make. Sometimes we got to make decisions that are wise. He made a wise decision. He accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. Other players out here who haven't got rings, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that ain't no him. He got his. Let me go back home and ride out. So hey, it is what it is.
So what does this do for his legacy? What do you think? Does this jeopardize any of his legacy? Does it make him seem like he's a flip flopper? Like, what do you think this contributes?
That's how I initially felt. But like I said, when I heard him base it upon the reasoning on why he wanted to return home, it made me understand a little more. I still kind of feel like that he's a flip flopper, but we'll see what happens as far as the legacy is concerned.
And I'm just gonna say this: like in the beginning, there was always. Even before the initial trade of him going to Miami, they always said there was a chance that he might go home. I've always heard that from get-go that don't be surprised, don't count him out if he elects to go back to Cleveland. And even with the letter that he wrote, he's even saying himself that he's not going to guarantee anything, that he's not guaranteed a championship. He knows how hard it is to do that. He knows that pieces still have to be put in place. So he's already taken upon the challenge, and I will also say that I'm not a LeBron fan by far, but I respect what he's doing as far as like going back home, and he wants to kind of bring that championship back to back home to give them hope.
It's not guaranteed, like I said. So
it's not guaranteed, but I mean, he is one of the greatest attractions, and that's why, like I said, to be that you don't know what this roster is going to look like by the time the NBA season comes into fold, because you don't know who he might attract. Now we do know at this point in time that Melo isn't going to go with him, because that has always been the talk that Melo and LeBron wanted to play together. So at this point in time, it looks like Melo is going to New York, and LeBron has already settled down. And there's a couple of other pieces that have started to fall into place. Paul Gasol going to the Chicago Bulls. You have Paul Pierce going to the Washington Wizards, which the Wizards have actually have even been better. And you also have Vince Carter going to the Memphis Grizzlies. So what do y'all feel about that?
I'm like surprised that Vince moving again, but I mean,
I think Vince is at that point where he just need to stay somewhere and ride out the rest of his career.
I mean, I actually would have thought he would have rolled it out in Orlando.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Since
he's from
since he's from Central Florida, I kind of thought he would have rolled it out there. At this point in time, I think it's real clear and evident that I don't think arena's in his future.
That's a very safe statement.
And see, that's what LeBron wanted to not have on his shoulder. That I mean, you play the game for a purpose. Even in the Super Bowl, you play the game for a purpose. The purpose was to win that ring, and he made the decision to win the ring. Okay, going back home, hey, then what happened? It'll be a good movie when it come out. I'll be sure to watch it. That's what's gonna happen.
So now my question to both of you is, what happens to Miami now?
They go back to. They may end up like the Dolphins. They may just be one of those things that you don't even hear about anymore. I'm sure their morale is down now that LeBron left. What's the deal with yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, Bosh re-signed with Miami.
Okay.
His contract is for 119. They gave him the max, and really, it kind of boiled down to the simple fact of LeBron wanted the max.
Yeah.
So of course they couldn't give Bosh, and that's the reason Bosh was looking about going to Houston. But now that that's no longer an option, I'm quite sure Miami's smart enough and said, well, let's give Bosh the max, and Bosh and Wade will be there.
Now Wade,
he got rings too.
Yeah. Now if Wade, if he can stay healthy, maybe you may hear some noise from him. But if he ends up getting hurt this season or something, bad, let's hope it doesn't. But
so
they definitely gonna be counted out.
Okay, so what happens when Cleveland runs into Miami? Who wants that?
I'm putting it on Cleveland, man. I'm definitely putting it on Cleveland. That has to be one of the biggest surprises to me. I didn't see that one. I know you said people spoke about it, at various times. But seeing LeBron go back, that was a very big surprise to me. I didn't see it coming at all.
Yeah, I really don't look at him as if he would have went to another team. That's the only thing why I say I can't call him a flip flopper. Yeah. If he would have went to another team, the Lakers. Yeah, if he would have went to another team, the Lakers or whatever, I would have said, yeah, that's flip flopping. Like he just saw trouble in Miami, and he like, I'm out of here. But for him to actually go back home, I can't really be mad at that. I can respect that. And it's not like he's going to a terrible team because he was actually carrying Miami. Wade was hurt majority of the year. Bosh, he's an okay, decent player, and I will honestly even say that Bosh might actually be a better player without LeBron there, because a lot of times when LeBron was out of games, Bosh actually did a lot better than with him actually in a game. So you don't really know how that's gonna.
It's gonna be interesting for sure. Like I said, if Wade can stay healthy, they may be able to make some noise this year, but that remains to be seen.
And I'll let y'all know that since he signed to Cleveland, the betting favorites for winning the East now in Vegas is Cleveland.
Oh yeah. I can go with that. LeBron, he was carrying.
I say give him another year. I say this year they'll be trying to put it together, and then next year might be a different story. We might be saying something about him.
I think LeBron knows that formula over there. He comes from that. He's already carried him to the playoffs, several times before going to Miami. So that may just work out this year. But like I said, it remains to be seen.
Well, there you go. Y'all have any comments? Leave a comment at the end. It's Turnin You Hip Hop. Remember to click that like button. And that's us. We signing out. Give you that NBA news. We always keep it hip hop, but we always keep it fresh.
386.
Be Rich 0331. Get at us
at 51 Spade. Turnin You Hip Hop. Peace.